Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Had to take a little hiatus for some family stuff. However, we are back, and today I'm going to show you how to make your ads second by second. I'm telling you, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. I prepared a whiteboard. We're going to get right into it. All right, let's do it. This is the trick. What I'm going to show you here before I pull up the whiteboard. What I'm about to show you has made me millions of dollars. This is going to be the most valuable video you've ever seen. And it's not about me opening up an ad account, but I promise you, you make your ads this way. I promise if you make your ads this way, this will be the most valuable video that you ever watch in your life. These tactics have made me all of my money. All of it. And it's going to make me many, many more. And just apply this. It's so easy. When I say dropshipping is easy, it's because what I'm gonna show you is easy. How to sell anything with marketing. Okay. Let me get I got a big ass marker here. Let me move this, make this smaller. A little bit smaller. Look. It's not just this. I'm gonna actually show you. I drew it out. I'll draw it out again if you need me to. But video ads. Video ads is the key, okay? This is exactly how it should be. For the first 3 to 5 seconds, you need to call out or contradict the problem, okay? So what is a good hook? The hook is everything. Let's just sit for a minute on the hook. That's why I wrote this out. Let me get this out of my way. Get this out of my way. Okay? Look. The first 3 to 5 seconds should be the hook. 2 to 4 seconds if you're on TikTok, because let's be honest, TikTok has a very small attention span. We can all keep it a buck on that, right? In order is how I've tiered these, okay? So this being 1, 2, and 3. Call out the problem first. This is going to be your first option, okay? Well, really, you can bounce between 1 and 2 because these are both extremely powerful. The wow factor of the product is like, it's not as strong, but sometimes it works if the wow factor has a really cool wow factor, and I'll show you an example in a moment, okay? But personally, calling out or contradicting something that they use on an everyday basis is going to be amazing. Like for Dr. Squash back in the day years ago, they had amazing ads, which was, the soap you shower with is shit. And it triggers a response, and it makes them want to stay and listen to the next thing you have to say. Either they're not going to believe you, okay, and they're gonna want to, what the fuck is he talking about? And they're gonna listen to what you're saying. So boom, your CPMs are cheaper. They stayed. You hooked them. Does that make sense? Or they're gonna say, okay, maybe my skin is bad. My skin's been dry and itchy after I take a shower. So then they're gonna listen for that reason. Boom, now they're qualified, and you're qualifying them further, okay? But calling out the problem is also a very good option because you're not always selling the type of products where, it's so easy to call out or contradict something that they use on an everyday basis because maybe they have a pain point. Maybe they have bad knees. I always talk about the grandpa has bad knees thing, right? Let me not say that because maybe I'm going to end up getting bad knees. I hope not, right? But yeah, if it's a physical pain that they're dealing with, or maybe it's something that maybe it's not even them who's dealing with it. Maybe it's a pet product that you're selling, or maybe it's supplements. We can go way left field. Like maybe it's travel, because you don't travel every day most of the time. Most people don't travel every day unless you're going for the 1%, So you can call out a problem with travel if you're trying to sell a travel product. That's like kind of an angle that you would have to go for. Because like on a wow factor on a travel product, you know what? You have those take travel outside. Think outside the box. Car travel, road trips, summertime, people with vehicles who don't have heated or ventilated seats, right? So they have these seat covers that you can find on AliExpress, and it's a seat cover that goes over your car seat. You plug it in through the car cigarette lighter thing, you know what I'm talking about? And boom, you have ventilated seats. There's a product if you want to go test it. However, you can't test it now because it's not really summertime, and you would only be able to test it in like certain places in the US and maybe certain countries, right? But one of you geniuses who was listening to this is going to take that, what I just told you, and then go sell it in somewhere that it's summertime year round in some country where they got money, you know what I'm saying, with a good GDP, you know what I'm saying, that you can target on Facebook, you know what I'm saying. Okay, moving on. So calling out the problem is going to be most valuable. Me showing you an example of this, like let me go to, let me see, look, this is a product that I sold years ago, and it's not even on the internet anymore, but you see how Google knew exactly what I was talking about. That's kind of cool, right? So let me see if someone has like a video that I can show you, so you can kind of see, like, boom, here you go. So this is my video, also my video. That's not my video. These are customer reviews. It's funny that they took this. This is hilarious, bro. But when I talk about wow factor of a product, if you have a product that is left field like this, because the reason I say left field is because until this point, you've never seen this. You've never seen this item with it in this manner, right? So yes, you have a feature with stop start. You can visibly see there's something clear there. What is that? There's a fan in there. Does it move? What is that? He turns it on. Yes, it's moving. He turns it on. Now the spray pattern is insanely cool. You've never seen that. So it has multiple layers of wow factor. If you're going to pull on a wow factor like that for number 3 for your ads, then you need to make sure your wow factor is really cool for whatever that product is. If not, then your best bet is going to go for here. But if you have the time and you really want to give yourself the best chance of success, and let's take a moment and pause on this, right? A great man, Tip, once said, success is when preparation meets opportunity. I'm going to say that again. Preparation plus opportunity equals success. So if you want to give yourself the best chance of success when you're running these tests for your products, I'm always thinking about those lines, those 2 lines I just gave you. Always give myself the best chance of success. So how would I do that? I would make 3 ads focused around, one of them focused around calling out the problem, one of them focused on calling out and contradicting something that they do on an everyday basis, and then the other one focused on the wow factor. You know what I'm saying? And then you can make 3 variations of each one of these. Or you can make one core video, which we'll get into in a second here. I have a whole thing for you guys, right? Or we can make one core video and then use these 3 as the hooks, which is standard. That's standard minimum procedure. Standard minimum procedure is that. If you're going to make one core video, then these 3 are going to be different types of hooks. Or you have that one core video with 3 hooks of each one. So that one video turns into 9 variations. Understood? All right. So let's get into how you actually structure this second by second, because this is what's going to change the way that you structure and create your ads. And the way that you can do this, you don't even need, let's just go. So yes, the first 3 to 5 seconds is going to be call out or contradict the problem. Then we want to show the solution. Now, look, this is not solution, benefits, features, quick social proof, call out. It's not like that, okay? You have a block. Let's say you have a 60-second video. You can't just screenshot this and not listen to what I'm going to say, because you're not going to be better off, okay? So just bear with me. The first 3 to 5 or 2 to 4 for TikTok is going to be what we just discussed. One of these, okay? Next, 10 to 30 seconds, depending on the type of product and the ticket price, depending on how much it costs. That'll determine like how impulsive the product is. If it's like a $10 product, you really don't need a minute long or a 2-minute long video to sell that, you know? But like most people, if you're selling 30, 40, 50 bucks and you're selling something that solves a problem, or even more, $100, $200, $300, this is the formula that's always going to work. Always going to work. Okay, this is just standard sales formula tactics formula, strats, whatever. I don't care about how I'm sounding. This is kind of hilarious, but whatever you didn't do here. So like, for instance, let's say my hook here is calling out and contradicting something that they do on an everyday basis. Then that means this next few seconds here, this next 3 to 5 seconds to 7 seconds is going to be one of the other. It's going to be either the wow factor or either the solution being shown, like the pain point being solved, right? But first, this is never going to be showing the actual product. This is simply the hook. Don't show your product in the call out, okay? Or in the contradiction of what they do on an everyday basis. Like for me, for the shower heads and the public case study that I show, my call out, my favorite call out that you see copied a lot nowadays is, let me see if I can find it. You can literally find them on the internet. And I would show a video of this, and I would show people that this is a problem, because I already knew that everybody has seen this in their life. Everybody on planet Earth that has used a shower head has seen this on their shower head and probably thought once or twice about it, but never let it affect it. They never let it affect their shower. So I planted a seed in the back of their brain that, yo, this is bad and you're covering your body in this. Like, it's on your shower. You can see it. But you're not thinking that you're just letting this cover your body and not going to do anything about that. So now, even if they didn't buy the first time, every other time they saw my ad or took a shower, they'll look at their shower. They might even clean it. That's why it's like foolproof. It's genius when you market like this, because they might even go clean their shower head. And then it comes back up in a week. It gets grimy again in a week, you know? Then they see my ad 2 days later. They have acne, maybe they have dandruff, and I'm correlating all these problems to bad water quality, you know? So, quick 3 to 5 to 7 on the solution or the wow or the call out after you do the hook. Then we're going to get into the benefits, right? So we call out the problem. We show the product now. Now on this one, you can show the product, okay? This is chopped, but you get it. No product shown, and then, like, solution. This will solve your problems. What does it do, and how does it improve your life? We don't get into what does it do yet, but we get into how does it improve your life for the benefits, right? They don't care about the product yet. They only care about what it may potentially do or how it may potentially change the situation, because you got them. They're here for 10 or 15 seconds. So you almost have them. Okay? If you got them through the hook and they're all the way through the benefits and they're about to listen to 1, 2, and they're on the third benefit, they're not worried about what you're selling them. They're just worried about what it does for them, because nobody buys your product. They only buy how it serves their life. Humans are all selfish, and you cannot blame anybody for doing that. Nobody. How many times do you spend your money? Out of one out of 100 times in your week, how many times do you spend your money on yourself or on others, right? Let's say you buy yourself lunch, you buy yourself gas, you get a haircut, you need a new pair of boxers, and then your sister needs something, you know? So when they're shopping, they're not thinking about gifts for other people. First, you need to sell them that they need it. And then after the fact, like how we're going into Q4, after you sell them that they need it and you get them down the funnel later on, right? Then you'd be like, oh, by the way, this is a great stocking stuffer. Here's some extra things that you can, you know, boom, boom, boom. And you start shoving stuff, not shoving, but gradually presenting, you know. So call out. Solution, we show the product. This is the solution. This will change your life. This is how it changes your life. Not the features, but this is or not how, but this is what. This is what it does for you. Benefits. What is it doing for the customer? Improve, benefit, convenience. Then we go into, for the shower heads, right? It has a stop button, a filter, clean your shower water, improves your skin because you're getting acne, this, that, and the third. And then they're going to instantly start to question what you just said. Those features that you just told them, they're going to question, oh, does it really do that though? So for the next 5 seconds, instantly, 5 to 10 seconds, we're going to hit them quick. We're going to go on YouTube, we're going to go on TikTok or whatever, and we're going to pull 2 to 4 videos of someone saying, this thing is awesome. This thing has really done that feature. It really does that. It really works. This is quick. We'll get into more social proof later, but this is quick, right? Once you get out of that, then you reaffirm and then call out and show the target audience. So let me write that in here, right? Oh my God. So reaffirm, call out, and show target audience. What I mean by that is if you are selling a product that is derived or targeted towards like ethnic hair, right? Like CB, C4, like deep, all this different types of hair and stuff like that. And you have a specific type of person who buys that. You want to show them, because we're about to lead into the social proof and the customer reviews and whatnot. So we want to warm up and then lead into that. So we're going to reaffirm everything that we just went over in the video real quick. So reaffirm just real quick. It's like 5 seconds. Okay. So it does this. You won't have this pain anymore. These are the benefits, features. And preferably you want someone, while you're doing that, you don't even need to like have the person saying it, but you can be having having the voiceover say these things, like do the reaffirmation and do the call out. And then in the background, you'll be having B-roll of, your target demographic, like using the product, messing with their hair, taking a shower, whatever the product is, whatever kind of thing they're doing, right? If they have pain, then they'll be in pain and then they'll be feeling good again, whatever, right? Then we get into you accumulating you're going to gather video reviews from YouTube, from TikTok, from Snapchat. Don't care where you get them from. But the way that you do this is you literally just go to YouTube, or Google, and you type in ventilated seat cover, right? So boom, you're getting all of these, okay? Now you go over here to video. Boom, now you got videos, okay? If you like literally cannot create, like you have no videos ever anywhere, nowhere for your product, I don't think you should sell that, because the point, it's not that it won't work. It probably will work, but the point is, well, let me not say that you shouldn't sell that, because I already know ways that you can get around that. You can literally deadass just email the AliExpress suppliers and ask them for videos. These people will do it, and sometimes they'll shoot you amazing videos. So if you've never thought about that, yes, you can do that. And they will do it almost every time for free, because they want you just tell them you're a drop shipper. Hey guys, but be formal about it. Don't just, yo bro, send me a video. Like, hey, like Asians are very kind, very nice people. Just be respectful. You know what I mean? Hey, just wanted to know I'm a drop shipper, and even if you don't push volume, just let them know, hey, I've been doing this for years, and I do such and such amount of orders a day. I'm thinking about selling your product, however, I can't find any content for it. So would you guys mind sending me some cool videos that you have so I can make some ads and promote it before I order samples? And so that I can see how the product works and show how the product works to the customers and yada, yada, yada. And they will do that for you. I promise you they will do that, bro. I'm not talking out of my, you get what I'm saying? I've done it several times. Some of the best videos I ever seen in my life were from these manufacturers, because low key, a lot of these manufacturers, they make more money than all of us combined. Like you'll have 17 drop shippers selling 17 different products, and it came from the same factory. Like these people print money, okay? So I remember one time I was selling a mechanical keyboard years ago, and it was the best ad I ever got from them. They had an animated video with a ball. Oh, I think I explained it. I don't know if you guys heard the story already. It might have gotten cut out, the video of the 4-hour long video with me one-on-one with my mentorship student, one of them. But it's a ball where, you know, like the old Jeep commercials where something moves or like a crate explodes open and then like a Jeep is created out of a bunch of chaos, or a domino drops and a bunch of things start happening, a bunch of other dominoes, but not literal dominoes, start going down the chain of reaction and building out whatever it is. So for this product, it was a mechanical keyboard with a little silver ball that just dinked down, and then it hit one more geometric. It was all abstract and animated, so nothing was like real, but it hit this geometric thing, and then this unfolded into a bunch of like a cascade of other stuff that happened. And it ended up like the last scene was the keyboard being created, and I ran that ad, and I was just printing $200 per sale on this keyboard that I never ordered in my life, but it was super cool because I had amazing ads that nobody had seen before in that sector, you know. So yes, okay, that's on the video thing. Gather trust, gather social proof, gather videos. Go to Amazon. That's a great place for reviews. Go to Amazon, find the product, and just start grabbing Amazon reviews, brother. Right? After you do that for about 10 or 20 seconds, you want to do, you know, try to do like 4 to 5 to 6, where you're just sitting back as the narrator and you're not even talking, and you just have the cream of the crop reviews that you have handpicked, and you got the perfect sections where they're saying the perfect thing, and you just let them roll, and you're not saying anything. It's only the people talking. Then after that ends, you go back and then you reaffirm the benefits, the pain, and the solution. So you go back to why you hooked them, why they want the pain solved, right? What it's doing for them, and then what it does. You don't even need to do what it does. Just do these 3, right? So call it out again. You don't really need to contradict it again, but just call out the pain point again, show the solution again, show the benefits again, or talk about it again, right? And then you're into the call to action. You absolutely need a call to action. If you don't have hey, so click shop now if you want 50% off and buy one, get one free with free shipping, you have to click shop now, the link below. You need to do that. Like everything I just said, your whole offer. Click shop now for buy one, get one free, free shipping, 2-day shipping, yada, yada, yada. And your click-through rate is going to go way up compared to what it was, I promise you, okay? You stick to these core values. I'm just going to, you will be rich, I promise you. I promise you. The must-haves throughout this, though, are you need a voiceover and a narration, okay? And I don't even know if AI is going to cut it. Like, human voiceovers are still beating AI voiceovers. Okay, you can are you really? Come on now. If you got to come out of your shell and be uncomfortable a little bit. If you can't hunker down and use your phone. By the way, if you don't have a mic but you have a phone, you can just use voice memo on your phone. Record it like this. You know, obviously write a script as you already see. Don't write your voice. Don't talk on a video without a script. Everything I just showed you, if someone watched all of this and tries to do it and then narrates it or doesn't narrate it and they don't write a script, I promise you it's not going to work. I promise you. That's why I said, just don't skip it, because you need to listen to what I'm saying. You know what I mean? This is a prep. This isn't the explanation. That's why I'm explaining it. Okay? So have a voiceover, both natural. Either you can have your sister, your dad, your grandma do it, the target audience preferably the target audience. Let me write that here. Bro, you need the target audience. Oh, ladies, we have women in here too. Shout out. Voiceover narration, it should be the target audience. If you're targeting, bro, if you're targeting me, you see, if you're targeting me and you got the country redneck talking to me, I might not listen as well. if I had, and shout out to the country rednecks, bro. I love y'all. I'm adopted by a white family, so don't think it's like it's all love over here. You feel me? But it's gonna resonate more with who you're trying to sell to. You know, that should be pretty obvious. The reason I say write a script and the reason that writing a script is so incredibly important is because the best videos I've ever made in my life were when I wrote the script and then I made the video and found all the clips. Because think about it, like when you're sitting down and you're shutting up and you just have like literally like a piece of paper and a pen, like a book and a pen, and you're just thinking like your hand, not typing, write. I want you to write this. Something different about how it connects in the brain. Okay? But literally write out your hook and write out different, rip a page up, crumble it up, and have a trash can overflowing over there like you see in the movies. Okay? Until you get the perfect script. This will make you rich. I'm showing you how to get rich right now. Okay? This is how you rinse and repeat. When I say you can rinse and repeat, this is why. Because this is literally rinse and repeat. Literally, for any product I sell, I do this. I go back to this. Oh, you guys are going to get so much money. I love this. I love this so much. I can't wait to get your testimonials. Please use this properly. Please use this and do it. Like, actually put the work behind it. Because obviously, this is far from the copy and paste method that people teach. I obviously say don't do that all the time. This is why, and it takes time. This will take you a whole day to do. Just this will take you a whole day to do. Right? Like, I will literally, sometimes I'll just have like, I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have the product, I'll be gassed up and I'm making new ads. Bro, I'll have some coffee. Like, I'll get all my clips. But by the time, like, think about it. By the time I get all my YouTube clips, it takes me maybe 2 hours to siphon through because I'm selling saturated products and I'm competing, right? So it'll take me like 2 hours to go through YouTube and watch 30 reviews just so I can get the reviews that I know or that I need to say certain things. Because like as I'm writing my script, I'm saying like I know that as I'm writing the script and I'm saying, okay, then customer testimonial says, oh, this really did improve my skin and my hair. So now I need to go find a YouTube review of someone actually saying that or something very close to it. And if there's 34 reviews, maybe you have 10 people saying it, but you need the perfect one, or you want the perfect one for you, for whatever application that you're trying to do it for, right? Maybe you want this specific target audience or whatever. Maybe the guy is speaking properly. You know, maybe the good video that you found, they had like a really dirty house and you don't want to show that in ads, so you're looking for another one. Whatever the reason is, you get what I'm saying? Just this can take you 2 hours, just finding those perfect videos for social proof and trust, you know? This isn't so hard anymore. We're using AI, like use the other tactics that we have. Like go into AI and use some of the prompts and use the prompts to create your customer avatars, right? And then while you're doing that for your product, the AI is going to be telling you like all types of problems and things that you can be calling out. And then after you develop your customer avatars with AI, then you can start asking it really cool questions like, hey AI, so since you have the customer avatars for this blah 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 blah, can you give me 5 quote unquote call outs that I can use in my video ads to resonate with the customer or contradict something that they do on an everyday basis related to my product? And then, bro, it'll just start like you can just use AI and brainstorm with AI to inspire the most insane ideas, like the coolest, the ads that really work. I'm so happy I get to show you guys this finally. I'm sorry I've been tapped out for the last week, you know, but this is what you needed. Where else? The call to action, the click the shop now. I need to see click shop now on the screen. one of y'all send me a click shop, if one of y'all send me an ad without a click shop now video on it, without a click shop now edit on it or narration or whatever, like after me posting this video to y'all, come on now, I'm gonna be like, hey, did you watch the whole video? Because you need to see every second of this video, even though I'm rambling. This is the point. This is the point. Okay, minimum of 3 variations per video. Now, what I mean by this is not 3 full core videos. These are 3 new hooks, okay? So you're gonna, just like I said, if you're gonna make 1 core video, then you're gonna have that 1 core video have a new 3 to 5 second hook that's doing the opposite. So like if one video you had called out the problem, then you're gonna have another video where everything is completely the same. All of this is the core video. All of this is gonna stay the same, okay? The only thing you're changing is the hook. So for one, you do the call out, the other one you contradict, and the other one you wow factor. And then as you launch your ad tests, you're gonna see which ones are getting the best clicks, which ones are working, or they're all working, which is phenomenal. If none of them are working, then is it the hook that's, because if none of them are working, then at that point it might not be the hook. It might be the product, or it might be the core. Like there might be something that's not resonating, right? So then you want to make sure all of your English or whatever the language is, make sure everything is perfect. Perfect. Make sure your the sizing on, like, make sure it's 9 by 16, 16 by 9, 1 by 1, 4 by 5, whatever size you need it to be for wherever you're advertising to. Make sure it's the right size for the phone, okay? When they're scrolling through feeds. Like there could be so many different reasons why the whole ad isn't working. So you want to analyze that, okay? But this, I've never had a whole ad not work when I use this. I promise you, I've never had a whole ad not work when I use this formula. Even when they work bad, they still sell and they still have good click-through rates, okay? They have to be like uber duper super saturated for this not to work. Like it needs to be like everybody needs to be able to go, and it must be the most well-known thing. Like I'm trying to sell like Nike shoes or something, then it's not gonna work. Okay, but I'm coming out with the new thing that's trending, and I validated it. I ran it through the validation process. Then this is gonna work. Just finito. It's been Dro. Go get rich off of this. This is insane value. I love y'all. Oh wait. If you're an overachiever and you're really confident, or you already have made sales and you want to scale, like let's say day 1, 2, and 3 looked good after your test. Like let's say day 1 you're already making sales. You instantaneously need to start making another video. Okay. I'm gonna honestly tell you make 3 more core videos, because now you know it's working. Like if day 1 you're making profit and you're just like, oh my God, what is this? What is life? You need to immediately make 3 more core videos. Core videos, like the whole thing. All of this needs to be fresh. But that's after you make some money. The reason I tell you to do that instantly is because that'll set you off to be successful for some weeks, some months, maybe even like a whole year. Okay? Because you don't need a shitload of creatives to make thousands a day with Facebook. You really only need one, and that one can run you for months. But you do this, you prove the concept that it works, then you make 3 more core ones, you run those, you test those with all the variations and everything, and then you see which ones are doing even better, because it's already winning. So you see what's doing the absolute best, and you keep the ones that are doing good, you cut the ones that are not doing good. You're in the mentorship, so we're going to get into that, right? And I'll be there with you. So how to sell anything. This is dead ass anything. It's been Dro once again, signing out. All right, I'm gone. Good night, y'all.